And here we go. So just to let everyone know, this is going to be a short one, and there's not going to be any of the intro or graphics or any of that kind of stuff on it, because Luke is on holidays. Rude.
Fuck's sake.
Not good enough, Luke.
Inconsiderate.
Get your shit together.
Yeah. Sound. Thanks, Luke. And the good thing is he'll never see this because he doesn't watch it because he hates us, which is fair enough. So at least he's a good judge of character.
Put that fucking pinky out.
Yeah. Mark, there you go.
Pretty.
Mark is drinking a beautiful little fruity number.
If Stella wants to hit me up with some free beer, I will take it.
I heard that about you.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Oh, look at that. It does look like a glass of urine. It really does look like a glass of piss.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So, Mark, or either of you lads, do you have the card up in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just do the main card pick. So start at the bottom of the main card. What's the first fight on the main card?
Kicking us off is a catchway, Matt Schnell and Rogerio Bontorin.
Well, Bontorin is a late replacement for Alex.
He is.
What's his name? I can't remember.
Tell you now, one second.
He's stepping into place for
Alex Perez.
Alex Perez, that's it. And he missed weight.
He did, yeah.
Now, it was only by a pound or something, pound and a half.
137.
Yeah, okay.
So
you had to skip the fight there, didn't you? And Jacare opening the prelims.
Yeah, Jacare's finishing out off the prelims. I thought Jacare was going to be on the main card, but no, he's fighting Andre Muniz on the last card of the prelims. So kicking us off is Matt Schnell.
Okay.
I thought he was.
So did I. Yeah, when I looked at it there, I was a bit surprised. Matt Schnell is coming off a win, a split decision over Tyson Nam. He's won 5 of his last 6.
Is this his first shot on a main card?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was stopped against Alexandre Pantoja. Stopped him back in December 2019. He's only had 1 fight since that in 2021, January. He beat Tyson Nam by split decision.
Okay.
Rogerio is actually coming off, I think, 2 losses. Yeah.
Okay.
He dropped the decision to Ray Borg back in February 2020, and then he was stopped by Kaikar France in 2021.
Okay. I'm not. I'd be lying if I said I knew too much about him, but I'm just going to go on a gut instinct and say that the missing weight, I know it's very short notice, but I do think the missing the weight is going to possibly play a factor into it. He might walk in heavier than Schnell, but I do think the attempted weight cut at such short notice could possibly play havoc with a fighter's stamina.
Yeah, he usually fights a flyweight though.
Yeah. Which
is a bit of a weird one, yeah.
I'm not usually a fan of a fighter stepping in last minute.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think it's a good business decision. Stepping in last minute, it can be a lose-lose situation unless you're someone like Cowboy. But I just think it can be a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Schnell, and I'm going to go with a submission by Schnell.
I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go with Bonatin by submission.
What's his full name?
They both have Rogerio. I'll just get it up. Rogerio Bontorin.
You're going to go with.
I'm going to go with him by submission. They both have 8 submission wins in their career.
Okay. What did you say, John? You're going with? Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Next one up, an interesting fight, to be honest. Shane Burgos and Edson Barboza at featherweight.
Yes.
Yeah. That could be a fight and eye contender right there.
Barboza is coming off quite a checkered few fights, isn't it?
This card must have been mixed up since I looked at it. So if Burgos and Barboza opening the main card.
Yeah, on the Wikipedia that I'm looking at now, I think it was just actually updated because it has the fight change.
They're on the prelims now, are they?
Huh?
They're on prelims now.
Who?
Barboza and Burgos.
No main card.
Just do main card, have we?
Second fight in the main card, yeah.
Yeah. All right, sorry, go on.
So Burgos is coming off a decision loss to Josh Emmett, and he actually looked pretty good in that. But in the last round, he kind of faded. He was dropped once or twice.
Yeah.
Before that, he was on a 3-fight win streak. And in the UFC, he is 6-2.
Okay.
Barboza, I know, is a little bit checkered, but he has kind of flopped between featherweight and lightweight.
Yeah.
He signed a new fight contract. He's 35, but I think he signed a multi-fight contract. He is, again, now, if you look at it, it doesn't look great in the sense of he's lost 3 of his last 4, and he's only 2-5 in his last 7.
Okay.
But most of those were at lightweight. Yeah, Khabib beating Kevin Lee, Justin Gaethje, Paul Felder, Dan Oig. Dan Oig was his featherweight debut, and then he fought Makwan and McCarney last time out. Won the unanimous decision. That was October, just gone. So
yeah, I'd say I fucking love watching Edson Barboza fight.
Yeah,
he puts on it time and time again. Puts on a striking clinic.
He does. He really is.
I don't think there's a faster kicker than him. When I say that, like that gets velocity in. Like I'm not like I know Wonder Boy and a few of them. They can tip it in the head very very quickly. But someone that really has that power, speed.
Like fighter in the UFC to have 2 fights stopped by leg kicks. Like
he's an animal.
That's all. You know what I mean? He's so technically sound. I never bet against him. I just think he's my pick, obviously, but I just love watching him fight.
Yeah.
How do you think he's going to get it done?
We go crazy and say leg kicks.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't think it's even that crazy a pick for someone like him, is it?
No.
Maybe not. Yeah.
What's your Mark?
I'm actually going to go with Burgos by late stoppage.
Burgos is a tough boy.
Yeah. Serious chin, good power.
Wouldn't be surprised if this goes to points.
Yeah.
And I still give it to Barboza.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Burgos and going to go with decision, but I'm kind of doing an underdog one on that. I do think if it goes later rounds, unless Burgos has outstanding stamina and just wears him down, I think both of you are. I think John is probably going to take this one, but
yeah, possibly. I just think at 35 time he's going to start slow now. He looked good last time out. I think Burgos just listen. The whole thing for Burgos is if he stays in kicking range, it's going to be a long night for him. He needs to either be all in or all out. We've said it before.
Yeah.
But he's strong. He's young. He's
tough. He's a tough boy.
He's a tough lad. He's 5 years younger. So I don't know. Listen, you can never write off Barboza. Just those leg kicks.
They're brutal. They're nasty.
His ability on the feet to control distance against everyone that isn't named Khabib. He's an animal. But I'm going to go Burgos late stoppage.
Okay, fair enough.
Burgos is interestingly enough. Burgos is coming in ranked 9, and Barboza is coming in ranked 13.
Yeah,
I was surprised by that, but then I realised he's been dropping in and out of the lightweight, and so he's at 13.
Okay.
What did you go with, Paul? You're going with Barboza, or are you going to go with Burgos?
Burgos. Got to go Burgos by decision. I just think it's a possibility that he'll weather the storm and just kind of grind them out a bit.
Yeah.
This is the thing. If he stays on the feet, which I think Burgos will, he's that kind of fighter.
Yeah.
Barboza, he's like a wrestler. A wrestler can wrestle all night. A grappler can grapple all night. Barboza is a kickboxer or Muay Thai lad, and he can do that all fucking night. I don't think he will slow.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a rough night for Burgos, depending on his tactics.
Yeah.
It's great. I love that fight.
Yeah.
Fight, though. Yeah. We move on to the women's flyweight division. Kathleen Chookagian and Viviane Araújo. I think Kathleen is ranked, I think, 2nd or 3rd, and Viviane, I think, is ranked 7th coming in, as far as I know.
Yeah. Last I knew, Chookagian is ranked 2.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's changed, but that's the last I remember.
Viviane Araújo was coming in, having won 4 of her last 5. The only loss she had was Jessica Eye back in December 2019. Her last time out was January, just gone, and she topped Roxy Matafari by decision.
Okay.
So she's 4 of her last 5 wins.
Yeah.
Kathleen is coming in, rank 2.
Rank 2.
But Chukagan's fight, last fight against Shevchenko, was it?
No, Cynthia Calvallo.
Cynthia Calvillo.
She won a decision. She was stopped then before that she was stopped by Jessica Andrade, body shot. Before that she won a decision against Antonia Shevchenko. Before that she lost to Valentina Shevchenko by TKO. So she's always fighting she hasn't been getting easy. Like her UFC debut was Lauren Murphy. Her second fight in Liz Carmouche.
Yeah.
She fought Alexis Davis, Joanne Calderwood, Jennifer Maya, Irene Aldana. She's not getting easy nights out.
No.
So she's lost 4, 2 TKOs and 2 decisions. She's had 12 decision wins, 2 knockouts, 1 submission.
Yeah. I'm sorry, John, go ahead.
I'm just saying I'll go with Chukagan.
Yeah, sometimes I'm a bit on the fence about her. She's tough. She's a grinder. She's not exactly amazing to watch.
No.
But she's I mean, again, this is one of these things where this division is so shallow that you get a fighter who's not amazingly skilled and she's ranked number 2.
Yeah.
Who's
fighters that we were talking about, like Waterson, pop, you know what I mean? So just pick off, gather up the points, and it should be too hard to catch them.
Yeah, I'm going with Viviane Araújo by decision.
Like the gulf in skill between herself and the champ Valentina is phenomenal, and yet she's ranked number 2. So it's weird. It's not. I don't think it's necessarily saying anything about herself, Kathleen Chukagan, but it's just the division is a little bit strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I do like her. I like her in that she's a grinder and she's kind of tough. I do think she's difficult enough to put away. I mean, she was finished by the champ and she was finished by Andrade, who I think is tough as well. I'm gonna go with Chukagan, and I think she's gonna get it done by TKO or a kind of a stoppage of some sort.
Chukagan by points.
Okay.
Next fight up, I think.
Sorry, Mark. What did you say for that one?
I got Araújo by points. I just think on the feet she's a little bit, especially I was watching her. I know she's very good on the ground, but I was watching her trying there. She's smooth enough on the feet. She's pretty good movement. If she brings that game, I think the key against Chukagan is movement and transitions. When I say transitions, I mean in and out of space. I think she should have enough to get it done. I think Araújo's southpaw as well, which might cause Chukagan a little bit of a problem. She hasn't been training with really good southpaws. But I think Araújo will get it done on points.
Okay, fair enough.
Next one up, El Cucuy, who is, I think we know he's coming off 2 losses.
2 bad losses.
2 bad losses. He is 30. What is he? 37.
I didn't think he was that old.
Yeah, 37. And I was, because I'm a pro, I was listening to some podcasts in preparation for today.
Oh, hello.
And listen to just a couple of different ones. But Michael Bisping was making some good points. Just if you look at his style, it doesn't, like, the fact that he's 37 and he's still fighting at that level is actually impressive considering how he fights. He walks people down, and listen, his head movement is actually pretty good, but he doesn't always use it. He gets caught a lot. He takes a lot of punishment. Like, go back, and we're talking Edson Barboza, that fight, great fight, bloodbath. Lando Venata straight after that. Lando Venata lit him up for 5 minutes straight before he comes to win.
was Lando Venata's first fight in the UFC.
Yeah.
And he nearly finished Ferguson.
Yeah. I remember that at that moment thinking, who is this fucking guy? Jesus.
Yeah.
Like he lit Ferguson up literally for 5 straight minutes.
That was actually on the undercard, on the prelims.
He took big shots against Kevin Lee, the Anthony Pettis fight, big shots.
Another
bloodbath. He's walking you down. I think, there's a shelf life to that kind of fighting.
Yeah.
Look what happened in the Gaethje fight.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been better for his career, I think, had he gone out against Gaethje, got starched, one shot, one round.
Yeah, he just took a lot more damage than was necessary.
Oh, heavy shots.
Yeah. It was actually getting painful to watch.
It was.
You're kind of coming to the end, you're like, oh, no. Oh.
Yeah. I hate an early stoppage, and I like to give fighters their opportunities to grit things out. But as you say, it was getting to the point where like he's too tough for his own good here. He's taking he's taking shots from Gaethje, who starches people.
Yeah.
And combinations he was taking.
Big shots, hard shots.
And then last time out there, I think the reality was, I know he'd taken a good. I mean, he hadn't fought June 2019 to then May 2020. He just didn't look the same in there, especially like his jiu-jitsu was fantastic. He's a 10 planet black belt, loads of submissions. And he gets on the mat now. And listen, Charles Oliveira, most submissions in UFC history, but he just didn't look comfortable. And that's what was going to worry me. He actually didn't look comfortable at all.
Ferguson.
Yeah.
I
know he said, what was it he said? Like he said something after, like, he only ended up training because of the way things were, like 4 or 5 hours of jits the whole camp.
Oh yeah, I remember him saying something
maybe
like that.
I don't know, maybe that, but I was starting to worry: is he ever going to be the same again?
He is as unorthodox in submissions as he is on the feet.
Fact,
which is kind of why it's hard to go against him.
Yeah,
you wouldn't know what the fuck he's going to do or where he's going to do it from.
Yeah,
and I think Beneil Dariush is more of a ham and veg lad.
Traditional.
He sticks to basics.
Yeah.
And
his striking has gotten better though, hasn't it? Under Cordero, it has.
I'm looking on Facebook all bleeding week. They're showing that knockout of what's that fucking lad? You know his comeback knockout he did there a while ago.
Drakkar Klose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great knockout. Cracking
knockout.
He's on a 6-fight win streak.
If you remember Dariush's fight against fucking Barboza.
Scott Holtzman.
No, Barboza.
Oh,
Barboza. He did the same thing 2 or 3 times in a row.
That's right.
And he absolutely murdered him with a knee to the face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think he's a bit too meat and veg. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's readable and he's going to get caught by Ferguson.
I would have said I would agree with you a year ago. I'd say, it was not an easy fight, but it was an easy pick. I would have said Ferguson. I'm actually going to go with Beneil.
Yeah. What did you say, John?
Yes, I'm going to go with TKO.
TKO. Okay, nice.
I'm going to go with actually TKO late stoppage the other way. I'd say he might get him out there.
I'm going to kind of go the opposite to John. I'm going to say that Dariush. I really like him. I've liked him from the start. I like he's just a kind of a good solid fighter, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. He's solid foundation. I get the feeling he's a little bit like a cross between. I don't know why. I don't know why these fighters make me think of, but he reminds me like a cross between Chael Sonnen and Dan Henderson for some reason. He's a little bit of a throwback kind of feel to him.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. He doesn't look like he should hit as hard as he does.
He does hit a lot harder than he looks.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
And he's not necessarily athletic looking. And sometimes he can look a bit awkward. And then he does something like a spinning back fist perfectly.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. I think you might have hit the nail on the head there. He's kind of unassuming looking.
Yeah. And then what he does perfect.
He does very well.
It's fucking landing like.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Dariush. I'm going to go by decision. I think Ferguson's unorthodox kind of weird kind of style that he has, I think that's going to play against him in this fight against such a kind of solid, well-rounded fighter.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe.
Possibly, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, do you know what I was going to say as well? Not to derail it, but I think what will really determine it is, listen, athletic athletes in general, as they get older, they lose a step.
Yeah.
And I think the really great ones can adapt.
Yeah.
Like, listen, Muhammad yeah, you know, like I say, Muhammad Ali in 67 and 74 were two different fighters.
Yeah.
He lost his step, he changed his style, and he was as good a heavyweight as he was the best heavyweight around. He wasn't the same. And then you look at like Prince Asim Muhammad, starching everyone, lost a step, didn't adapt, lost the fight, gone.
Yeah.
And it comes down to and it goes through all sports, like Brian O'Driscoll. When he got that bit slower, he changed his game. I'm sure it's the same with soccer and every sport. And I think it'll be to see now if Ferguson can adapt. Maybe having lost that little bit, getting that little bit older, he can't recover from the shots the way he did. Is he willing to adapt his style and adapt his outlook?
I don't think he is.
And if he's not, I think he's going to really struggle.
Yeah, I think he has such a signature kind of approach to it. Yeah. I don't think he's going to give that up.
I think he does that because it's expected of him.
Yes, possibly.
He's going to pull out a bag.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. And I think that's...
Sorry?
How old is Dariush?
So now he is
32. What?
32.
I actually thought he was older than that.
He actually looks older than that, doesn't he?
I thought he was older than Ferguson.
Yeah, he looks older.
He's used to a big old man head.
Ferguson's around a long fucking time as well. I think we forget now he's around since
UF fucking -3.
Yeah.
What was it? He was at
Brock Lesnar and JDS were the coach. Yeah. So he made his UFC debut against Randy Nijm in 2011.
That was a TUF final, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2010, he was on The Ultimate Fighter season 13. Yeah. Fucking hell.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Right, we're on to the main event. Lightweight title for grabs.
Yeah.
Charlie Oliveira.
In a long time.
Charlie is, you know what, Oliveira's been around a long time as well, but he's 31, and I think he made his debut around 2011 as well. So he entered at 21, like.
Yeah. He's another lad that really like to watch fighting because he's a finisher. That lad finishes fights, man.
Yeah. He's only gone to decision 3 times.
Oh, how many?
39 fights, 30 wins,
nuts,
8 knockouts, 19 submissions.
It's hard to go against him.
Yeah. And you know the weird thing is now, you know the way like you'd have a lot of the lads in the UFC, the Jits lads, like the likes of Jack Ray and these, you can go in and see that this outrageous jiu-jitsu career behind them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Charlie Oliveira doesn't. I just can't find it. All it says is he's a 3rd degree black belt. I can't find out really what he's won or lost. It just says he began training jiu-jitsu at 12. He won his first major title as a white belt in 2003.
So he doesn't necessarily have a documented kind of paper trail.
Not that I can find. Now he could be, but usually if people are winning like
usually
world
says,
jiu-jitsu, this kind of stuff, it's there.
Yeah.
But I mean, his jits is just like 19 submissions.
Yeah.
He submitted Kevin Lee, submitted David Tamer, submitted Jim Miller, and Jim Miller's no joke on the ground. Submitted Clay Guida, Will Brooks, Miles Jury, Nick Lintz. He's not messing around. Jonathan Brookins. And he's like, it's a real diverse, like it's reverse calf slicer is one of them. The next one's an anaconda choke. He's he likes the anacondas and a couple of guillotines, a couple of rear nakeds. The anaconda seems to be one he goes to a lot.
Look at that reverse calf slicer. How rare is it to see a calf slicer?
Calf slicer, very rare. Looks amazing though.
Very rare.
And then he does a reverse one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's nuts. It's crazy, like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Oliveira in this, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he's coming in. He's coming in hot.
And I'll go with submission as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's an 8-fight win streak. And of those, he's only been to decision once.
Yeah. I thought you would have got a shot a long time ago.
Yeah.
I thought you deserved it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Not discounting Chandler.
No.
No, Chandler is was he a Bellator champion?
Yeah. Looking like Chandler coming in 35, Division 1 wrestler.
Wasn't it him that he's had a good couple of fights with Benson Henderson?
Yeah.
Henderson a few
times. Did he fight Eddie Alvarez as well?
Eddie Alvarez, that fight was a cracker.
Did he have didn't he have a trilogy of fights with Eddie Alvarez?
I'll tell you now. Don't think
so. No, I think Alvarez
trilogy.
Must be thinking of someone else. But it was a great fight though.
Yeah, it was a banger fight.
He fought Alvarez twice, won one, lost one.
Right. So they were supposed to have a trilogy.
Possibly, that's what it was. Yeah.
He is
good fights.
Coming into the fight, 3-fight win streak. He's won 6 of his last 7. He's no slouch on the ground either. He has 7 submissions, 10 knockouts. He's never been submitted.
Yeah. Say again?
Isn't he a wrestler?
Yeah. Division 1, 2-time Big 12 championship runner-up in 2008, 2009.
Serious power in his hands.
Serious power. He's a Division 1 All-American.
Knocked out. I just think Oliveira's not going to let this chance slip away from him. He's been waiting a long time.
Yeah.
He's bigger. I don't know. Like he's technically he's good on the feet as well. Like
Chandler.
Oliveira.
Oh yeah.
Oliveira's great on the feet as well. Technically very sound.
What I'd say is, John, is one thing that we've seen from Chandler in his fight against Hooker was he does target the body to open up the head. And if you look at Charlie Oliveira, he has a kind of hybrid.
He does.
Fight stance.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking there.
He really keeps the elbows up high.
Yeah.
And I think he's been hurt to the body before Oliveira. I think he's been stopped to the body. I think there's more ways for him to win, for Oliveira to win, because he can. I was watching. He lifts the knees an awful lot, like he's the hands up, but the next one, the knee is just up in between. And so anyone shooting has to be wary of that. His submissions are guillotines, and
he'll hurt you on the feet.
Yeah,
he'll shoot in, and he's finishing you with. You don't. That's one that you do not want to be shooting in on.
Yeah.
Unless you're bringing some serious heat behind it.
Yeah. That's your Khabib.
Yeah. But I actually do think that Chandler will catch him. I think he will time him. I think he'll catch him to the body. And I think when the body shots start to take effect, he'll get him out there. He'll leave an opening and he'll finish him.
Are you thinking TKO of some sort?
TKO, yeah.
Like ground and pound type stoppage.
The ground and pound, he'll knock him down and he'll swarm him. And finish him.
I'm kind of thinking the same as well. I think the face-offs today, was it today or yesterday?
Yeah.
Face-offs. Oliveira looked very drawn. His cheeks look very sunken. I don't know what it was. He does, yeah. There's something about it though.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Chandler just looked natural. He looked like his natural weight. There was something about the face-off, the kind of stare down that made me kind of gravitate a bit more towards Chandler. He looked, I don't know what it was. He looked healthier, or he looked stronger, or something like that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I think he's going to bull forward. I think he's unstoppable in a
puts on the savage pace and pressure.
Savage pace, closes the distance well, doesn't just charge in and leave himself open. Sets it up with body shots really nicely. And I mean, when he gets a hold of you, you're going down. Now, what happens on the ground now is a different thing. Exactly. If Oliveira can mount proper defense and hold off the ground and pound and set something up, we might be looking at Chandler's first submission loss.
Yeah, I think the other thing as well, though, looking at the way the styles match up. I was watching a breakdown of Oliveira, and it's something I can't remember who it was pointed out, but he really walks out and walks people down. And he forces people onto the back foot immediately. I just question, will he be able to do that against Chandler? Because I think if you try to walk Chandler down,
he will walk into you.
He'll either walk into you or he'll shoot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The exact same thing earlier on. I think if Oliver tries to walk Chandler down, Chandler will let him walk him into it and take him down.
Yeah,
maybe that plays into Oliver's game. He wants to be taken down. So
I think this the main event actually is probably one of the more interesting matchups on the card.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
it's a possibility of being an absolute cracker.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
Go on. Yeah, go for it.
Oh, you go.
No, go on. I was just going to finish up.
There's another fight on the prelims that I'm looking forward to, which is is her name Andrea KGB Lee versus Antonia Shevchenko. That's a good fight.
That is a good fight, actually. Yeah,
that kind of a fight.
Antonia Lee, she's in the top 10 yet, no?
Antonia Shevchenko.
11.
It's Andrea Lee.
But, Andrea Lee she's ranked 11. Okay.
Is she? Yeah. It's a good fight. That.
She's the problem with her. Well, not the problem with her, but I know she's coming off a string of losses, right? I know she was beaten by
3 losses.
Roxanne Modafferi in a decision, and I'm not knocking Modafferi. I really like her, and if she gets her hands on you, it's danger. But to be lose to a decision to her because let's face it, her striking is atrocious.
If I remember that fight, though, Paul, I think Modafferi just literally kept getting takedowns and maintaining the position. And she actually looked, to be honest, it was actually one of the best fights I've ever seen, Modafferi. Her striking is still not great, but she landed and transitioned straight into takedowns and pass guard, ground and pound.
One fighter who she's the fighter that I pick for the worst. She moves her head, but it just looks so awkward.
Awful. Yeah. Awful.
I don't know. Like, she's doing the right thing in moving her head.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's just fucking awkward looking. And her hands are out fucking here when she's moving her bleeding head. Like
yeah.
She's so likable, though, isn't she?
Yeah. No.
Tell us how you really feel, will you? Fucking hell.
I don't know. You have to like her, don't you?
What are you thinking, John?
I think I'd go with. I didn't know Lee was on a 3-fight slide.
Yeah.
So smart money would be Shevchenko.
Yeah, Shevchenko's has kind of gone between.
Gets in there. She's like a fucking dog in a fight, man. She's there all fucking night long. Like, you know what I mean?
That's a good matchup as well because.
They both lost to Modafferi, lads.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Lost again. Modafferi took Shevchenko 0.
That's right.
Undefeated before she hit Modafferi.
Yeah.
That's a bit more interesting than I thought.
And Shevchenko was lost to Chukagan as well, but by decision. I think Shevchenko probably takes it on points.
Yeah.
She's going to keep it standing and.
Yeah, I'd say the only not the only unknown, but the only kind of spanner in the works is that Lee is on a 3-fight loss slide. So with her back against the wall, we might see something different from her.
Yeah, very possible.
She's basically fighting for her career, realistically.
Yeah, 3 losses.
Did any of you hear why the Hermanson and Shabazian was taken off the card?
I did not.
No.
No, I mean.
And
it said an undisclosed reason. That's the last I heard.
Yeah, I don't think there's been anything since then.
What?
Piles.
Yeah.
Imagine that was the reason for tapping out. Someone got a stranglehold in one of your piles.
Yeah.
Tap out the fucking pile fidget.
Amazing. Be a bad 0 to have on your record, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so we've made our picks there. That's good. We'll have our show after.
Are we hooking up on Sunday for this?
I'd say so, yeah.
Right.
We'll hook up on Sunday.
Work.
I'm working, but I should be back. I'll be back by hopefully 6 o'clock or something like that.
Whatever. You're just not fucking. Look, if you're not going to take this seriously, I don't know why you bother.
Back to work, I'm going to.
Oh, shaking your hands in the air.
Yeah.
And then after that, what we'll do is we're probably going to be having a audio podcast where we'll be talking to the lads, one of the main lads in the Red Rhino Kickboxing Club.
Very good,
so
very good.
Carl from there has very kindly extended an offer for us to go out and chat with him. So it'd be nice just to go out and chat with someone involved in martial arts. We can talk to him about training, weight cuts, schedules, fights.
Thoughts are on striking and MMA and that kind of thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I know he watches the fights as well, so we can get him to do a few picks on the next card and see how we all do.
Sweet.
All right, lads.
Finish me style.
Enjoy yourself. You want to behave yourself and enjoy yourself.
Oh yes.
In equal measures.
Equal measures.
I'll fuck one of them up.
Yeah, or both of them.
Or both.
All right, see you after.
Man.
Bye-bye.